Welcome to Haunted City. I'm Dr. Michael Henry. I've been a paranormal investigator for more than 30 years. Today we're in what I like to call the Lost Graveyard. From 1750 to approximately 1853, this was the primary burying ground for the city of St. Charles. Covered more than 9 square blocks. At its peak, we believe there were more than 325 people here. Now, for the most part, the records were very good. And the majority, the largest part of the cemetery, the people were successfully moved in about 1853 to the current Bar Mayo Cemetery, which is over near Randolph Park and deeper into St. Charles. The area down here that we're standing in right now, though, was the Potter's Field. People buried here frequently had no name. If they had a coffin at all, it's a wooden coffin that's long since disintegrated. It wasn't unusual for 2 and 3 people to be thrown into the same grave. I have 2 items here that we're going to use today to help investigate this area. The first one is an EMF detector. It detects electromagnetic energy. Now, electromagnetic energy is the driving force behind almost anything. It's in the electricity in the walls, and it's actually the human body contains a significant percentage of of electromagnetic energy. We can use these to detect what we believe is the residual energy left behind by the spirits that we're attempting to investigate or at least contact. Other item I have here is what's called dowsing rods. These are traditionally used to find water, but many paranormal investigators have found that they do react, apparently even when you're looking for water, they do react to electromagnetic energy. I have with me today 2 investigators. They're going to help me look into the area up here, the haunted area by the church. I have Brittany Velasco and Paige Lambert. We're going to take the equipment, move around in there, see what we can find, stir up, see what happens. Let's go find some ghosts. This is a reproduction of the Bar Mayo Church as it was here in 1820. It is an exact reproduction. It is not the original. They actually brought in archaeologists to locate the foundation so they could put it in exactly the same place and exactly the same orientation. They're actually beginning to have mass here again about once a month, and about 2 years ago they had a wedding on this site. I thought that was really cool, enough of an appeal to the romantic in me. Now, you might ask what it's here for. We're in the middle of the original Bar Mayo Cemetery, running from almost Water Street there up to almost First Capitol, and up the hill here almost to 3rd Street, more than 9 square blocks. Now over here to the side of the church is a retaining wall. They put this retaining wall in 1982, and when they were doing the excavation, they opened 4 graves. It held the construction up for a significant period of time. Never did decide what to do with them, and eventually they put them back. They are still there. Conservatively, we estimate there are between 15 and 30 people still here. Personally, I would go to the high side, possibly 30 or more. I had a relative living here on Main Street. The letter is dated 1822. He talks about a woman that lives down the road. She was 22 years old, was pregnant, had a baby. The baby was fine, but she died a few days later of complications. She was very poor. Beyond any doubt, she was buried in this area here. The only nice dress that she had was her wedding dress, and he describes her lying in her coffin with her head just to one side, a slight smile on her face, and her white dress trimmed with cream lace. This is a well-documented full manifestation. She appears approximately where we're standing. At least a number of people I've talked to over the past 40 years, they'll be standing down to the entrance to the cemetery, looking up this direction right about sunset, and they'll see a woman standing here in a long white dress, standing quietly, perhaps praying. They approach her, and she fades away. We can see with the equipment there, you're already getting a reaction on the dowsing rods. This is approximately where she's found in every case. You want to try it with the EMF, see if we can get any readings in this area. I'll move off of the spot, just anything at all. Keep in mind that device is very directional. Make sure that it's on.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it turned off there. So go ahead and check the area out, like right here. See if you get anything where she happens to occur. Now you're getting some significant activity on the dowsing rods. That's very interesting.
It scares me.
Is it? Oh, there's nothing to be frightened of. This is the really cool things. I find these fascinating, not frightening. Oh, there it goes. Now that's significant reading. There is nothing here to account for this, any underground services or anything like that. But you're getting a reading on the device now. This is a scientific device. And you're getting a reading that we cannot discount. It cannot be ignored. And then it goes away. Now that's what I like. Because the things that we're looking for does not happen every time. We're looking for the stuff that's intermittent. If it happens every time, it's got a natural explanation, such as underground services, wires, neons, anything along that line. But the stuff that comes, we read it for a short time and it goes away. That's impossible to explain away. We only had time tonight for a very short investigation, but beyond a doubt, we got some significant results. I'd like to thank my co-investigators here, Brittany and Paige. We need to come back here under other conditions, set up a more scientific manner, be more thorough. We had, this was a very interesting opportunity on short term. We were able to stir the lady in white up, it seems. Join us again next time as we continue to explore the haunted city.